everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nora and today's video is about rewriting our limiting beliefs. Our limiting beliefs are those beliefs that we are so convinced by, but they hold us back in our lives. They are the beliefs that we take on as our own truth, but they affect our lives negatively. An example of that would be someone who believes that all relationships are doomed to fail, and that there is no such thing as a happy relationship. That is considered a limiting belief because it holds them back in the area of relationships. Another example of that would be someone who believes that they are not worthy of love, that nobody likes them. When we believe something, even if it's not serving us, the universe shows us evidence of that belief in our lives. So if someone believes that all relationships are doomed to fail, they will keep getting into relationships that fail because the universe is showing them more evidence and proof of what they actually believe. If someone thinks that they are unworthy of love, that nobody likes them, they can keep changing from one job to the other, keep changing schools, but one thing will remain constant, that they will feel unloved and unwanted. Just because we have limiting beliefs doesn't mean that we have to have them for the rest of our lives. We can change those limiting beliefs and rewrite them. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys some tips to rewrite and reprogram your subconscious mind and get rid of your limiting beliefs. Number 1, be really honest with yourself about what kind of belief that you have that isn't serving you. So an example of that would be someone who believes that they're not worthy of love and that nobody likes them. That's a belief or something that you believe to be true that isn't serving you. Number 2, ask yourself, how did I get that belief on? Where did this come from? Usually a lot of people will be able to go back in their memories to the memory where they first started taking that belief on, or patterns that they have seen in their lives that have shown this belief to be true. And others, it's hard for them to go back to the memories and it would take a couple of days to actually go back to that memory. But when we go back to that initial memory or the initial pattern, we know where the source is coming from and it weakens that belief. Number 3, ask yourself, what would I rather have? What would I rather believe? What do I want? So if you're someone who thinks that nobody likes you, you probably want to be liked by other people. So you probably want to be in happy relationships, have happy friendships, feel liked, feel wanted. So that brings us to number 4, which is, what is a more powerful belief that you want to believe in? Something, and that belief, make sure it's in the present tense. When we say I am happy, or I am worthy of love, or I have a lot of relationships, when we speak in the present tense, that means that we already have what we want, and the universe will show us more evidence and more proof to show us what we believe. But when we speak in the future tense, something like I will get into happy relationships, I will have friendships, I will feel loved, that means that you don't have it right now, which means that you're speaking from a lack, and the universe will show you more evidence in your life that you don't have what you want. So the 4th step is crucial. Think of a more powerful belief in the present tense. Something like, I am worthy of love, I have successful friendships, something like that. 5th step is very, very important. Write down your belief, pen and paper, at least 10 times a day. More if you can, the more the better. When we write things down, pen and paper, we activate the reticular activating system. That's the system that filters information into our brains. We process so much information on daily basis, and the reticular activating system filters what information goes into our brain and what information to keep out. When we write things down, it stimulates the reticular activating system, letting our brains know that whatever it is that we're writing is of high importance, to really pay attention to it and to let that information in to be stored and retained. When the brain knows that this is something that's very important to you, you will unconsciously be alerted every time that there is a tool or something that will bring you closer to that goal that you want. sixth step is visualization. A lot of people are skeptical about visualization. They think it's just daydreaming, it's meaningless, it doesn't do anything. But visualization is actually very, very important. When we visualize, we think of images, and those images stimulate our brain. These images, paired with feelings that feel good or good feeling emotions, are a very, very powerful tool. When we do that, the more that we visualize, the clearer the goal becomes in our brain, and our brain will do the same thing that writing does. It will alert us when there are tools that we can use or things that will lead us to that goal a lot faster. And along with visualization, you can use the same technique of stimulating our brains using sensory images by writing on a post-it note that we stick anywhere that we see a lot, things that are important to us or the goal that we want, having it as our desktop wallpaper, having it as our phone's screensaver. This way we see it a lot, and it stimulates our brains, letting our brains know that this is a goal, this is something that is important to us to pay attention to. Anyway, this sums up today's video on rewriting our limiting beliefs. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one.